There's millions and millions and millions of window shoppers out there. They're trying to find the best deal. They're trying to find a local florist that can deliver to the loved one, to the recipient. We need to always think about that there is this giant market out there. They're going on the website, they're using the websites, they're bouncing around from one website to another, and they're trying to find that perfect gift. Those are the people that we need to now try to capture.
The internet is a game changer for local florists. Join Lovingly's founders Joe Vega and Ken Garland as they share the secrets that will help you keep one step ahead of the competition and allow you to successfully compete online. This is Flower Shop Secrets. There's never been a better time to be a flower shop owner.
Florists are unaware of an untapped opportunity that they must seize on in order to grow. The online flower market is huge.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. It's $5.2 billion and it's growing at a rate of 2% year over year.
And they are growing mostly because they know who their customers are, right? People online, companies online understands who their customers are. Most florists may not understand who their customers are online. They definitely know who their customers are offline, but let's define that a little bit. A customer is a person who buys products or services from a business. That would be the gifter. That would be the person who walks into your shop. That would be the person who calls your shop. A consumer would be the person actually receiving the flowers. So a consumer is defined as a person who uses the products or business. Again, that would be the recipient. In the online world, that changes a little bit.
Right. The person online in the online world is called a user. They're going on the website, they're using the websites, they're bouncing around from one website to another, and they're trying to find that perfect gift. They're not customers yet because they haven't purchased anything. It's like if you were to look outside the window of your shop, those people are just walking by, they're window shopping. They're walking down the street, they're looking through the window, they're trying to find, that perfect gift. They're looking at floral arrangements, they're looking at teddy bears, they're looking at all sorts of things, and they're also eyeing those prices that you have next to each item, right? And so when they see what they like, they're going to walk into your shop and they're going to place that order. And if they don't, they keep moving on to the next shop.
So it's important to know the difference because a lot of times most florists make decisions about their website. They only consider the person who's actually walking into their shop or who's calling them on the phone. But they're unaware of this plethora of other people who are actually called users, who are the equivalent of window shoppers. And that's a huge mistake because what we're not doing is actually looking at we're not actually stepping back and looking at the entire field of play, right? There's a bunch of users out there that you need to convert in order to actually make them customers. So what would the florist need to do, Ken, in order to make that mindset shift? How can they think about this in order to basically take a step back and actually see the entire field?
Yeah, great question. So basically, just like I just mentioned, right, they're window shoppers, right? If it's a $5.2 billion market, that means there's millions and millions and millions of window shoppers out there. They're trying to find the best deal. They're trying to find a local florist that can deliver to the loved one, to the recipient. We need to always think about that there is this giant market out there. And these are people that we almost never see, right? They're just coming to the site, they're moving on. It's no different than people walking down a busy main street, looking from shop to shop and trying to decide where they want to actually purchase from. Those are the people that we need to be thinking about. And how do we attract them and get them into our shop so that they can actually become that customer that we're looking for?
Great. So florists must make a mindset shift in order to actually see those users and count for them, and so they can make better decisions.
Absolutely. They're not invisible. We may not be able to see them, but they are there and they're looking and ready to buy. A lot of people have been thinking about the online world in this add-on sense, right? It's a nice to have, it's a supplement to my existing walk-in traffic, my existing phone orders. But the reality is the online segment is growing so rapidly. Those offline people, those people that are typically walking in the store or placing those phone calls, they've gone online. They're on their cell phones. They're looking and scrolling and searching. Those are the people that we need to now try to capture.
Right. So it's kind of like back in the day where you had the yellow pages, right? That was a channel. The yellow pages were a channel. That channel is obviously dead. the people who walk into your shop and buy something from you, in order to maximize that channel, you need to be able to be in a high traffic area. For example, if you want to maximize the phone calls, that would be another channel. But customers are now buying and preferring to use the new channel, which is the online channel. And that channel is the one that's growing.
That's right. And really what it is, it's a giant shift that's happening. Everyone has a computer in their pocket. We call them cell phones. They're smartphones. That's what everyone's using these days, and they're shopping from their phones. They're not walking out into the streets anymore. They're not making calls with those phones, believe it or not. They're just browsing, and they're doing their window shopping, and they're doing it from that device.
So the number one thing florists could do right now, just for now, is just to be aware of the playing field. It's just to be aware of the entire field and not just the 20-yard line.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's critically important to be aware of those users out there on the internet, because that is a totally untapped market in a lot of instances, right? We talked about it being $5.2 billion worth of online business. Being aware that that exists is critically important in the trajectory and growth of your business.
So the best way to grow your business online is to identify the users, be aware of those users, and convert those users so that your business can bloom.
You've been listening to Flower Shop Secrets, the independent flower shop owner's source for straightforward, actionable advice to help your business become more profitable. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a thing. And if you're not already a Lovingly partner, please visit lovingly.com/join for more information. Flower Shop Secrets is produced and published by Lovingly LLC. No part of this podcast should be considered legal, financial, or other specialized advice. Should you require such expert advice, please consult with a licensed attorney, financial advisor, or other appropriate professional. Thank you.